You know, what would life be like if we didn't have a little larceny in it?
You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on that grand old flag. Round the flag, let us rally round the flag. We took the red from the flame of dawn, the dawn of a new nation. And the white was the white of the snow at Valley Forge. The blue was the blue of the free, open sky. And the stars were the 13 sisters by the sea who built their home and called it liberty.
To symbolize the spirit.
Right.
The spirit of freedom.
Right again.
The spirit that gave birth to America.
That's the spirit.
Hey, patrol members. Once again, welcome back. Welcome back to, I'm going to call it the bunker. That's what, the bunker 2 for now. I'm going to call it the bunker. And I'm finally going to get my act together and do things I've been saying I've been going to do. So first things first, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Even though the one guy left me a comment that he watched one of my videos and that was 30 minutes of his life he was never going to get back, or 31 minutes. Hey, but thanks for watching it. Because if you watch the whole thing, it was as tough on you as it was for me making it. Because as some of you know, I'm a little bit disabled. Not terrible. Not the whining, I'm disabled. No. My knees are shot. And getting up and down and getting into small, tight places and twisting around, boy, that is not easy. That is not easy as it used to be. I was watching this other young guy, the trip planner, who travels all through the Mojave Desert and Arizona and Nevada, apparently in Utah. And he does it on foot. And I sat there watching his program today saying, oh my God, I wish I could do that again. I wish I could. I wish I was 50 years younger. And know everything that I know now. That would be golden. So what do we got today? We got small batch straight bourbon whiskey Larceny. Here's the bottle. Might be the thumbnail, I'll never know. We got grape Kool-Aid. I got some new cigars. Nica Libre, 1990. Nica Libre. How's that look? I got Chim Chim here. His candle's pretty tired, but I got a spare candle in case the candle bails. And I got Red's great-grandson here. And give me a minute.
A few moments later.
I'm back. I had to go get a handkerchief. My allergies are acting up today. And yeah. It's just bad. So let's get this cigar started. I bought a new batch of these. I bought 20 of these, and they're all the same, not the same size, but they're different shapes and everything. But they're all the same Maduro tobacco because I really like Maduro cigars. But I did buy another sampler bundle, and when we break into that, we will have a different cigar pretty much every whiskey review. This is a Saber 29, made in Japan. And I have a 629, and they're identical. I don't know the difference unless it's the handles are a different color slightly. This is really sharp. I'm sure the steel's the same. This one is engraved. And my other Saber Japan, the 629, is etched onto the blade, onto the bottom of the blade here. Saber Japan, number 29. And this is a damn good knife. And not only does it keep its edge, but it's got that safety block right here, so you can't like accidentally close it on your hand. You have to be careful. And a lot of saber knives have that feature. Well, Japanese knives. So let me trim the cap. Well, that trimmed really easy. Yeah, sometimes this is my EDC, my everyday carry. Look at that. Let's check this out. Nice smooth draw. Nice, flows freely. It's square, it's firm, and it's fully packed. And it's free and easy on the draw. I'm trying an experiment with my lighting here. So we'll see how that goes. And let's light this. You know, what I'm seeing in the monitor and what I'm seeing in here and here doesn't necessarily translate to you onto the camera. Even though that I'm seeing what the camera sees, I'm not necessarily seeing what everybody sees. And my editing skills aren't good enough to get in there and start messing with the temperature, the lighting, and stuff like that. So what's new? My new grandson arrived, Connor. His name is Connor. He was 21 inches long and weighed 7 pounds, and looks like a baby. I think he's cute, but all babies are pretty much cute, you know. He has this cartoon character look to him, and I can't place it, but I'm sure if I figure it out, nobody's going to be flattered. Oh, that is good. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what kind of cigar you have. The grape Kool-Aid goes good with everything. I gotta learn to not breathe my drinks in. That is pretty good. Let me place this in the old butt can and get down to some Larceny. Okay. Established in 1970, Larceny, Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Wow, there's a book on here. If you buy it, you can read it, but I'll read the back. Small batch wheat bourbon mash bill stolen by John E. Fitzgerald. 46% alcohol by volume. It's 92 proof. What's not there is the key to what is. Small batch Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. John Fitzgerald's weakness was for fine bourbon. As a bonded U.S. Treasury agent, he was entrusted with the only set of keys to the rick houses where bourbon barrels were aged. When it came time to dump the barrels, some were found to be unusually light and exceptionally smooth. Many suspected that something, or more likely someone, was responsible for the missing bourbon. And so, these very special barrels of wheated bourbon came to be known around the distillery as Fitzgerald barrels. Now, Larceny Bourbon honors both the superb taste of this opportunistic treasury agent and the legacy of the old Fitzgerald brand. How do you like that? Okay, ready? All right. According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects. Consumption of alcoholic beverages impairs your ability to drive a car or operate machinery. And may cause health problems. Yeah, we don't want any of those, do we? Health problems. Health problems are bad, folks. Trust me, I know. What do we got here? We got a pull tab. Is it a screw cap or a cork? Put your guesses in the comments down below, because remember, only the finest whiskeys have screw caps. Okay, let's pull this. I'm not looking. It's corked. By the looks of it, ladies and gentlemen, it's a real cork. Not one of those expanded foam corks. Ooh, not a bad pop. There's a cork. That has a pretty good smell. Kind of bites the nose a little bit. It's a little worrisome there, but they say it's exceptionally smooth. Now, in honor of Memorial Day weekend, I'm once again using the Camp Toccoa shot glass. Ooh, behave. That had a nice color. A really nice color. Okay. My son-in-law George is going to be visiting here in a while. And I hope I have room enough at this table for the both of us when he does arrive. Because he is a big connoisseur of whiskeys. And I'm sure he's going to bring some whiskey with him. And if he doesn't, we'll run out and buy some. And he can pick it. All right? So here's to Connor. Welcome to the world, kid. It's not as bad as everybody says it is. Woo. Oh. When they say smooth, they mean it. That is a smooth whiskey. Oh my God, that's right up there with Old Fourth Distillery. Man, that La Cadena whiskey is like drinking gasoline compared to this. I might have George try that La Cadena. Chase it with grape Kool-Aid, not a problem. Yep, this Wednesday, my son-in-law, not my son-in-law, my daughter and my two grandkids are going to show up. My son-in-law has to wrap some things up at work, and he's going to come out a few days later. So that's how that's going to work. Okay, boy, this was a heck of a thing. Hang on, let me pause this for a second.
A few moments later.
I'm back. I gotta stop doing that. Oh, we're good. We're good. No, where was I? Yeah, so my son-in-law, my daughter, and my two grandkids are coming up from Georgia to visit me. And my wife and Mrs. Patrol. They're not coming just to visit me. Curry. Boy, that needs a second one. It doesn't have much of a hug. It goes the other direction. You can feel it move up. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. Oh. Just a second. Well, I forgot to set a timer. I had a timer so I know how long I'm doing this. Oh yeah, so I bought this thing, this camping light, and I'll show a picture of it over here. I got it through Bespoke Post. I saw the Outdoor Gear Review. He has the exact same light, and let me tell you, it's a really good light. It's a good area light. You can hang it in your tent. It extends onto a pole, becomes you can use it as a table lamp. It's pretty amazing. It's a pretty amazing light. And yeah, for camping. And I have the old, you know, the ring light that everybody uses that you put your phone in the middle of. Unfortunately, if you put the ring light in front of you, in your glasses, you will see the two rings, and it looks like you have like owl eyes. And I really don't like that, so I have it offset. I know people have complained they can see the ring, but you need lighting, and there's not much you can do about that. You got to have some kind of lighting. So, you know, there you have it. That is a good cigar. That is a good cigar. And boy, what else? Yeah, that's it. That's it. The weather's starting to warm up here. We're in that roller coaster period where it was 90 degrees on Friday. Today it was 72 degrees. It's going to be 70 tomorrow, or 69. Then it's going to start creeping back up. And then when we get into June, every morning it'll be June gloom. It'll be nice and cool. And then bang, the afternoons will be warm. And then as you get closer to July, just it's hotter and hotter and hotter. Done nothing on the Packard. I got my civil defense Jeep up and running, driving around. Didn't take a lot. It does need some major work, but just for running to the market and stuff, it's fine right now. I have to repack all the wheel bearings in the front and change a bearing on the rear axle, but I have all the parts. I just have to get around and do it, and it looks like that's not going to happen until after my kids leave. And my wife is returning from my daughter in Tehachapi, returning from her house on Monday, which is Memorial Day, so hopefully the traffic won't be that bad, because hopefully most people will not be traveling on Memorial Day. You know. So, anywho's, what else is due? Not much. So, yeah, I'm just trying to kick back and relax, trying to take it easy, you know. I got a lot of stuff I got to do before Wednesday. And when you're kind of walking with a cane, you got to do everything with one hand. Well, the Falcon rocket that was supposed to deliver those satellites into orbit apparently hiccuped and just went off course. It's on its way to Mars or the moon or Jupiter or some place it's not supposed to go. Or for all I know, it's heading back for Earth, and it's going to plow into some little village in East Africa or something like that. That'll be our luck. You know, and the United States, even if they launch a rocket and it goes south, nothing goes right. They put it on Front Street for everybody to see. Hey, we screwed up. You know, we'll try again. But other countries, they hide it. They hide it. It's like you hear about it through clandestine channels. You know, it's like, word has leaked out that a Chinese Long March rocket broodied and slammed into a seaport or landed, crashed into the oceans or on a hillside someplace in China. And they don't say anything. I know the Russians, with their hypersonic atomic rocket or whatever that thing is, they were testing it on the far east coast of Russia, someplace out there, and the thing really blew up. I mean, you can go on YouTube and see the video of the Russian rocket facility exploding, right? So, dude, if you make a mistake, admit it. Hey, I made a mistake, I'll fix it, it won't happen again. Or I'll try not to have it happen again. You know, because with spaceships, it's like, remember, a spaceship is something with like 20 million parts, all manufactured by the lowest bidder. You know. Just ask Jim Lovell out there for Apollo 13, or Fred Hayes. Yeah, ask those guys. You know. Knock on wood, we've had no fires, even though the weather's been warm. And if we do, guarantee you somebody started it. You know. Because the only way fires can start by themselves is through lightning. And Edison is an easy target. If a fire starts up in the mountains, automatically people are going to blame Southern California Edison, you know, because they're blamed for one fire, and once you're blamed for one thing, it's your fault from now in perpetuity into the future, you know. And now you know why insurance costs are so high, you know, that type of thing. But yeah, well, yeah, I'm getting political. I don't mean to be political. So how's everything in your guys' neck of the woods? Everything okay down there in Australia? I know you're heading into your winter, and or how are things in New Zealand? Malombo fossils. I watch him prep fossils all the time, and it's just fascinating to me. And he's a very talented guy. You know, you can't collect fossils in California anymore, but fortunately, you can collect them in New Zealand. And you know, he does a good job of prepping the fossils, getting them out of the rock, making them look really cool. Malombo on YouTube. Yeah. Somebody's shooting off fireworks. Is there a game tonight? I don't have the news feed on my watch turned on. For various reasons, I don't. Right? Yeah, you don't want that on. That is just something that is a pain in the ass. You know, I don't need to be reminded of every crappy thing that happens in the world. But anyway, so how are things in New Zealand down there? You guys in New Zealand. How are things in Europe, in the Czech Republic? How are things over there, and in Austria and Germany? You know, I have friends who live in Germany, and they're really fine people. I don't know them personally, but I follow a person on YouTube, Survivally. She lives in Austria. And if you want the news about what's actually going on in Europe, tune into her channel, because she has no reason to make stuff up. You know, she doesn't have sensational clickbait pictures on her channel. She just shows you the actual Austrian news, you know, about what's going on. We don't hear about that here in the United States, you know. Yeah. You know, if you guys talk about the United States, in Australia, New Zealand, Austria, Germany, England, France, Russia, any place like that within the sound of my voice, well, you're probably not going to see it in Russia, because for some reason, every piece of music I use in my videos gets a copyright, not a strike, but it tells me that they can't see it in Russia. I guess because of all the boycotts. But here in America, we never hear that news, right? So, holy cow! I got off on a tangent, and I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Let me drink this up. Oh yeah. Oh, that is good. That is good. That is good whiskey. I recommend it. I picked this up at a supermarket here by my house. It was $24.95. I might get it. You might get it cheaper someplace else, because the supermarket is not necessarily. I could have got it for $19, but I had to buy 4 of them. Well, I don't want 4. I want 1. It's $24.99 or $23.99 for 1, or $19.99 if I buy 4. But that's still $80. Don't want that. Don't want that. Not one bit. So, what the heck? Anyway, what else? That's about it. Well, Larceny whiskey, I'm giving it a 4 crosses grade, 4 out of 5. Because it does have this weird, when you drink it, it kind of rushes to my head, and that's kind of strange. I haven't had whiskeys that really do that. So I don't know why it's doing that. I might change my opinion after I have a little bit more of this. And don't think I drink a lot, guys. I must have 50 bottles of whiskey sitting on a counter in my office. And most of them are down to here. I know the La Cadena is only down to here, because I think I had 1 shot. But this I'm going to serve again to either friends, family, or I might take it to the desert when I go camping with everybody. I'll bring this out, and we'll have whiskey sours or straight shots, you know, out of this. So I'm going to give it 4 out of 5. It's very good. I recommend it. Go ahead and get it. This one here, Nica Libre. It's an excellent cigar. I got it from Cigars International. So if you get a chance to have a Nica Libre Maduro in any of its forms, Churchill, Maduro, Churchill, Torpedo, whatever they sell it in, they sell it in 5 different sizes. Pick one up. Pick one up. I've only seen them on Cigars International. I've never seen them at any other places around here where I buy cigars. Nica Libre goes good with Larceny whiskey. And that'll be it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. You can leave a comment over here, or leave a comment over here, or leave a comment down here. So let me give you the weather report. I told you it was nice today. The temperature in here right now is 70 on the dot. 70 degrees. And I'll put the, over here, I'll put the, for you imperial haters, I'll put the scientific temperature here. The real temperature. So once again, here's to you guys. Here's to little Connor and to the Army and the Navy and the battles they have won. Here's to the flag of freedom whose colors never run. And may the wings of liberty never lose a feather. Because this is Memorial Day weekend. What I'm going to say to you now is, later, mater.
Thanks for watching.